It's worth taking the time to really settle into what the Piezano Pizza Oven represents and what you can expect when it becomes part of your kitchen rhythm. This Piezano Pizza Oven review isn't about rushing to a verdict, but about understanding how the oven fits into daily life, revealing its value gradually through experience, sensation, and familiarity. And honestly, if you've ever tried making pizza at home and felt either really proud of it or a little frustrated by it, I'm super interested to hear what that experience has been like for you. At its core, the Piezano Pizza Oven is engineered around one main objective: generating sustained high heat in a compact, controlled space. Unlike a conventional home oven, which is designed to cook a wide range of foods evenly at moderate temperatures, this oven concentrates its energy specifically on pizza. Heating elements positioned above and below the cooking surface work together to surround the pizza with heat, rather than relying primarily on ambient air temperature. This approach allows the oven to preheat more efficiently and create an environment where dough reacts quickly instead of slowly drying out. And while I remember, if your curiosity happens to wander toward what the Piezano Pizza Oven currently costs or where it's available, there are links in the description box below that you can explore whenever it feels natural. That focused heat is directed toward the ceramic baking stone, which plays a central technical role. Ceramic is valued for its thermal mass, meaning it absorbs heat steadily and releases it gradually. During preheating, the stone stores energy so that when the dough is placed on top, there is minimal temperature drop. This immediate transfer of heat helps set the crust quickly, encouraging oven spring and preventing sogginess. As moisture escapes from the dough, steam forms within the crust, contributing to lift in internal structure rather than collapse. This interaction between stone and dough is a big reason the oven produces results often mentioned in Piezano reviews, especially when it comes to crust texture. The underside firms up and browns without becoming overly rigid, while the interior remains tender and light. That balance is difficult to achieve in standard ovens where heat recovery is slower and the baking surface lacks sufficient thermal mass. As the pizza bakes, the oven's enclosed design helps maintain a stable temperature throughout the cooking cycle. Because pizzas cook relatively quickly in this environment, toppings are exposed to high heat for a shorter period of time. That shorter bake window matters. Cheese melts smoothly rather than separating into oil and solids, sauces reduce slightly without scorching, and toppings retain their moisture and flavor. At this stage, I'm genuinely curious what kind of pizza you gravitate toward, or whether it's super simple with just sauce and cheese, or loaded up with toppings and textures. Let me know in the comments, because I honestly love seeing what people are drawn to. Temperature control is another practical aspect worth noting. The Piezano Pizza Oven includes adjustable heat settings that allow users to fine-tune their approach depending on dough style and topping choices. Higher settings can be used to encourage faster bakes and more pronounced browning, while slightly lower settings allow for gentler cooking when working with thicker doughs or heavier toppings. This flexibility doesn't require deep technical knowledge, but it rewards attention. Over time, users naturally begin to associate specific settings with specific outcomes, building intuition rather than relying on guesswork. In many ways, that learning curve is what gives this oven long-term appeal. Consistency is critical in pizza making, and the Piezano provides a repeatable environment that makes small adjustments noticeable. Changes in dough hydration, fermentation time, or thickness are reflected clearly in the finished pizza, which helps users understand cause and effect. That clarity is frequently highlighted in a thoughtful Piezano Pizza Oven review because it allows experimentation without unpredictability. The physical size of the cooking surface also shapes the experience. The stone offers enough space to stretch dough evenly without crowding the edges, which supports better heat circulation and more uniform baking. An evenly stretched base bakes more consistently, reducing weak spots or overly thin centers. Visually, the finished pizza feels complete and well-proportioned, which adds to the overall satisfaction of the process. Because the oven is electric and designed specifically for indoor countertop use, it fits easily into everyday routines. There's no need for outdoor setup, fuel management, or extended warm-up rituals. You plug it in, allow the stone to preheat fully, and focus on preparation. That accessibility is one of the reasons Piezano reviews often mention increased frequency of use. pizza becomes something you make casually, not something reserved for special occasions. A ritual naturally develops around the process. Preheating the stone thoroughly, lightly dusting a peel, launching the pizza cleanly, and watching it bake becomes familiar and rewarding. Instead of relying solely on a timer, you watch for visual cues like crust color, bubbling cheese, and edge expansion. Even with short bake times, the process encourages presence and attention. When the pizza comes out, the technical choices made along the way are evident. The crust offers gentle resistance before yielding, the base supports toppings without becoming dense, and the overall structure feels intentional. And if you already own a pizza oven or you're thinking about getting one, I'm honestly super interested to hear what made you start considering it and what you're hoping to get out of that experience. Ultimately, the Piezano Pizza Oven creates a controlled, high-heat environment that aligns closely with the needs of great pizza. It doesn't promise perfection or remove the learning process, but it provides the right conditions for improvement and consistency. It works quickly without feeling rushed and offers technical capability without unnecessary complexity. And if you're reading this as part of a broader search through Piezano reviews, this oven consistently stands out for how effectively it brings focused, high-temperature pizza baking into a home setting. As a final friendly note, if you'd like to explore current pricing or availability, the links in the description box below are there for you to browse whenever the moment feels right.